nosebleed seats. I'm Belakus Crime Fighter. Well, we're finally back at 01 Supreme. And don't blink, because Harker Dirge is not the current 01 Illinois champion. He did lose the title. As you can see, the date from this match was back in July. Now, we tried to use a couple of matches from the last set of tapings. However, the matches are so long that we can't fit two of those from a particular weekly episode in. So we had to pull a match from an older edition of the program, and you'll see why. Coming later, Harker Dirge jumped into the ring. Show's coming this weekend, and we'll elaborate on that in a moment, as Dickie Wabash will be introducing the opponent. Speaking of Dickie Wabash, be sure to head to CentralIllinoisProWrestling.com. We did a podcast interview with Dickie Wabash recently. If you haven't heard it yet, head over there and visit the link to download it. It is on Podomatic.com.
Like any Warden I've ever seen.
The Warden, Phage Ex Machina. Bizarre individual. Currently one half of the Sky Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, along with Jimmy Carrot.
So what prison did this guy come out of exactly?
Send him back.
The Warden, Phage Ex Machina, will be scoring off against Mississippi Madman. As you hear echoing in the background. In the background that about Halloween, well,
yep,
Halloween's over with, but games are still going on. Phage Ex Machina will be taking on Mississippi Madman in a Monsters Grudge match. I don't know how they are going to do this particular matchup, but there you go. And Phage has been getting some victories. His most recent one over Zero Hype Guy Smith, but that was due to interference from Spencer Powers. And Guy Smith and Spencer Powers will face off at Art of War this weekend in Springfield, Illinois, as Harker Dirge drop a knee on the Warden, and the Warden in trouble. Also, another street fight. This is the second one. There's a tornado tag match between the Disrespecticons and Smash and Flash. Disrespecticons regained the PWA tag titles due to taking advantage of a situation where Vince was fighting alone. Eric Logan was not available that evening. So there you go. Disrespecticons lost a match that went all over the building. They got another match in Beardstown. They lost that one. So Smash and Flash gonna try and get their tag titles back.
Here he goes.
Smash and Flash have never lost a tag team match. And I do not count handicap matches because is it a singles match? Is it a tag match? they're not counted in the standings. So I can't score a handicap match as a singles match or a tag match. It defies either category. Spencer Powers scored that win, big win over Cowboy Bob Wooten. So it's going to be Guy Smith and Spencer Powers. One more time. Possible contender for, well, it is a contender for the Feud of the Year award for the NBS Awards upcoming. The nominations will begin next month. Phage, chokehold. Phage, of course, is currently wearing a different type of mask, apart from the one you're seeing here. Oh, kick to the gut. And an elbow to the back of the head. And down goes Harker Dirge. Referee's counting. Oh boy. 0-1 Supreme. Their next Thursday event will be going on November the 20th. It's the only Thursday event they're going to hold during the month of November. Headlining the card, Blake Steele versus Matt Cage in a ladder match for the X Division title. So far, the series is tied 1-1. Both victories, well, both matches ended in a disqualification. Of course, Blake Steele won a triple threat with Christian Rose in the mix. But we'll just have to see. We have a new champion. The battle between two former Central Illinois Wrestlers of the Year will be settled at the Fluid Events there in Champaign on Thursday, November 20th, just 1 week before Thanksgiving. And Phage gonna go for a pile driver. Harker Dirge blocks it, Russian leg sweep. And Harker Dirge still having his way with Phage. Harker Dirge finished up the United Wrestling Coalition season as the champion. Still UWC heavyweight champion. Harker, the amount of activity that he's put in week after week. Oh, blocked! Phage didn't get the knee where he wanted to land it. Irish whip, clothesline in the corner. And Harker, oh, fire slam by Phage. That stunned him there. Harker Dirge, a possible contender for Wrestler of the Year. He has been a few times. He may have a better shot at it this time than any previous year. And inverted DDT and the mask comes off. The mask is off of Phage. Phage is covering up his face, trying to hide it. And Harker Dirge gets the pinfall as Phage, worried about exposing his face for the world to see, decides not to kick out, and Phage is crawling under the ring to get that mask back on, but here comes Frank Wyatt. Frank Wyatt in the ring. Swing and a miss, and boom! Harker Dirge belts him. Harker Dirge belts him in the face, and Frank Wyatt gonna bail. Well, Frank Wyatt, another contender for Rest of the Year. We'll have to see how the nominations shake out. Well, we're going to take a quick break. As Harker Dirge won this match in 6 minutes and 5 seconds, let's take a look at the weekend schedule. It's an emergency! Proving Ground Pro returns to Petersburg, Illinois for its largest event of the year. Emergency Response Second Alarm. Witness the rematch between Jake Durden challenging Rough Crossing for the franchise title. Also featuring a three-way dance between Zero Gravity, Team Overkill, and the Four-Star Heroes. Special guests NWA legends Ricky Morton and Bobby Eaton. It happens November 22nd at the Petersburg Fire Station at 302 East Taylor Street. Answer the call. Respond to the Proving Ground. Feature match time on the NBS. And
he's back.
note the change of scenery. The ring was put in a different location due to the usual spot where the ring is being used for a Halloween party being held by a fraternity. Here it is. The return of the serial thriller Shane Rich out of Southern Illinois. Blake Steele. The Apex. Going to Proving Ground Pro. Besides the ladder match against Matt Cage, next Thursday on the 20th, Blake Steele will be taking on one half of the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton, in Petersburg, Illinois on the 22nd, as Shane Rich has an Apex sign turned upside down with the thumbs down. Shane Rich, of course, a former All-American Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. He took a year or two off from the ring, but made his return over the summer months. And so here he is, taking on Blake Steele. Somebody's having fun with the sign as they covered up the X on one of them.
800-pound gorilla.
Well, at the top of the hour, you saw that one of the former WLW Ladies Champions was killed in a rollover accident over the weekend. Somber event will be World League Wrestling at its home in Troy on the 15th. As soon they are going to do a memorial to Heather Savage, who was one of the early WLW Ladies Champions. Her career only lasted a couple of years until she became pregnant with her first child and hung up the boots. Lost control of her vehicle in near Greenfield, Missouri, and two of her kids were in the vehicle with her, and they survived the accident, but she lost her life. So, condolences to the family of Heather Savage and the World League Wrestling friends and family. 3 weeks in a row that we had a major figure from downstate Illinois, Missouri area. Well, Missouri at least. Passing the box, Baker and Bob Geigel. Blake Steele with an armbar on Shane Rich, the serial thriller. Shane Rich, roll up. Only 2 count. On a chop from Blake Steele. Another chop. Blake Steele sent him for a ride. Back body drop, and Shane Rich hits hard. Other things going on. Southern Illinois Championship Wrestling returns to East Cairn Dellet. SICW.org. They have a special guest as usual for their event.
No!
They always seem to have. Always bring special guests to SICW every month. And another clothesline. Marty Jannetty is going to be in attendance, by the way, for that event. Arm drag from Blake Steele, another arm drag, and back to the arm bar. Midway Pro will have its final event a year on the 15th in Terre Haute, Indiana. Blake may control that armbar. As I mentioned earlier, Pinfall Wrestling Association holding their event in Springfield, Illinois. The last one of the year, Art of War. Oh, and over the top rope! Crotches him on the top rope. That can get you disqualified. And a drop kick, and Blake Steele hits the floor. Well, the week before Thanksgiving, MMWA SICW, for the first time in at least 3 or 4 years, holds a joint event in Cahokia at the Knights of Columbus Hall. It's a fundraiser for one of its alumni, John Blackheart.
Watch out!
And Shane Rich throws Blake Steele in a post. That's a charitable event there. Korean Ground Pro, second alarm at the Petersburg Fire Department. We will show the main event from the first Petersburg event next week here on the program. We'll be headlining a rematch between Jake Durden and Rough Crossing.
Come on, Blake! Hey, what's the hair? Come on, Rich!
And WWE World Wrestling Entertainment brings Survivor Series to St. Louis on the 23rd at Scott Trade Center. They're talking about that event already being sold out like 20 minutes after tickets went on sale. So if they're going to sell out in 20 minutes, maybe they should have held the event at the Transworld Dome, where the St. Louis Rams play. But maybe the Rams are using the stadium that night. Irish whip to the corner, and nobody home. Shane Rich, side suplex, and down goes Blake.
I got him now.
Do you?
And a cover. 1, 2 to count. This is a non-title match.
Come on, Blake.
And Shane Rich, knees to the back. Blake Steele.
You are not wildfire!
A pickup. And a shoulder breaker by Shane Rich, the serial thriller. Cover. And a 2 count. Goes without mentioning, also World League Wrestling will be going to Jefferson City, Missouri on the 22nd, and Strictly Insane Pro Wrestling returns to Crossville on the 22nd. Irish whip, reversal, and a sleeper hold from Shane Rich, the serial thriller. Shane Rich got a sleeper. Shane's got to pull it. Well, yep, Blake Steele's down to the mat. As the crowd's trying to rally. Also want to mention with Proving Ground Pro, Ricky Morton will be holding a training seminar. That starts at 2 o'clock at the Petersburg Fire Department. For more information, go to their Facebook page at PGP Wrestling.
Wake the Teletubbies going to sleep.
Really? Like Steele hangs in there. would have been an upset as Shane Rich would like to have knocked off Blake Steele here, gotten to contention for the Midwest X Division title. And a jawbreaker.
His jaw's been properly jacked.
Jawbreaker from Blake Steele. Thrust to the throat. Another thrust. Steele, reversal. Knocks down Rich.
Hockey check.
Double reversal. Was I missed? High knee. Finds its mark on the serial thriller. Snap mare. The apex off the ropes. Double knees to the chest. And a kick out. I don't know what that maneuver is called, but Steele, fisherman's suplex. And another 2 count. Blake Steele trying to get his full second wind. Oh, kick to the gut. Matt Cage is out here. Crossbody. Rich catches him and drops him. Spinning side slam and only a 2 count.
Blake, he's got your back.
Matt Cage.
This is my belt. This is my belt. Say hello.
Matt Cage senses its belt. He's running around ringside with the X Division title. Blake Steele's got Shane Rich. Now sees Matt Cage. Rich with a roll up. Oh, close. 2 count. Hard slap by Blake. Oh, that was enough.
Late.
Here is your winner.
Shane Rich shot a shoulder up, but it was not in time. Blake Steele wins this. And now Matt Cage has got the microphone.
Here's your winner, the man that is in possession of a championship that will soon belong to the money, Matt Cage, Blake Steele.
Yeah,
Let me tell you something, Blakey baby. When I saw on the flyer the upcoming show that will be headlined by yours truly and you. As a matter of fact, you have the flyer over here. Give me this flyer. Give me this flyer. See, on this flyer, you got Jim Caviezel here from the Passion of the Christ, Blake Steele, versus this sexy debonair beast that stands before you, the money Matt Cage. Blake, let me let you know, you've been walking around for far too damn long carrying this championship, and you might have had a good run, buddy, but that run is coming to an end. I didn't come back to 0-1 to be humiliated by the likes of you. You see, all of you morons in the crowd, you might cheer for him now, but I called him out on his BS months ago. Oh, go ahead. Blake, come on. Let me hear you. Let me hear you. Chant it loud and clear. Chant it loud and clear. You see, months ago, this piece of garbage kicked me right here in between the legs, and you people booed him. But I come back. He tries to offer his hand as a sign of respect, and I'm supposed to respect him? I'm supposed to respect this man? You respect this man? There ain't no respect for me and Blake Steele. So when I step in the ring with Blake Steele, and I take this championship from you, and I climb to the top of this building, rung by Blake Steele, damn rung, and I take this title away from you, the only thing that you're gonna have to do is eat crap and like it. This championship is coming home with the money, and if you doubt me, you should quit. All of you, and you included most importantly, can put money on that.
Strong words from Matt Cage. He has thrown down the gauntlet. Matt Cage intends to take the X Division title away from Blake Steele and become a double champion. A another title to go along with his Dreamwave Heavyweight title. And that'd be something to be the first time that someone would hold a title between 0-1 and Dreamwave.
Matt Cage, November 20th, you and me in a ladder match? I wouldn't have it any other way. You see, here's the thing, Matt Cage. These people may have booed me when I kicked you in the balls. But I don't think anybody's booing right now because they've had time to get to know you like I have. And they know that you're
Oh boy, family show.
And the fact is, shut up, I know this is a family show. The fact is, November 20th, you talk about how you're gonna climb rung by rung, and you're gonna take this title from me, and that I should quit? Well, you know what? Like I said a couple months ago, if I do lose this title, because it is the most meaningful thing in this company, I will quit, and you'll be the one responsible for it.
Blake Steele says he will leave 0-1 Supreme if he does not walk out the champion on Thursday, November 20th in that ladder match against Matt Cage. So that will be the main event for Thursday, November 20th. Fluid events there in Champaign, Illinois. Well, oh, Matt Cage gets his music going. So that's next week. Of course, Blake Steele after that will be facing Ricky Morton, 58-year-old Ricky Morton at Proving Ground Pro. So next week a big one for Blake Steele as Matt Cage steals the hat. Alright, that'll do it for this edition of Nosebleed Seats. I'm the Max of the Crime Fighter. We'll be going to Proving Ground Pro next week, but have a good night, everybody.